Rise and shine, everyone. Today I figure I go get myself a little toolbox for my Toyota pickup here. This is my 92 X cab, and this is my current setup for my tow box, my truck box. A little crate with my miscellaneous stuff in here. So in the past I have owned the Craftsman toolbox, which I do like, but then I found out that Husky from Home Depot, they make one too. So let's go check out that one and see how well that one fits. If it does fit, we'll go ahead and grab it. It's cold. It's cold in Alaska. Let's give it a first start. Da-da-da. Where are you at, Keyhole? Oh yeah. Super cold. Crank up the heat, let it warm up. A couple years ago, around 2021, 2020, these toolbox were going for about brand new 200 to about 300 new. Now, the year 2024, these toolbox are starting around 350 high to about $400 high. The one that I want is about 400 from Husky. The one that I had before is 430-ish from Craftsman, and that Craftsman one used to be about 250 new a couple years ago. So price has definitely gone up. I'm here at the local Home Depot. So before we go into the store, here are some things you guys need to know. So on the Toyota pickup, it's about, on the Toyota pickup, it's about, maybe, if I can get a bite of it, it's 60 inches from the outside to outside. And then what I'm worrying about is right here. So we got about from the back of the bed to the fender, it's about 14 inches, and I think that one box might be too wide, so it's gonna hit the fender. So that's what we're gonna go find out. So that's what I'm worried about. So I'm not opposed to getting my old toolbox, the one made by Craftsman. And the difference about this Craftsman and the one I'm looking at now, the Craftsman, instead of being a rectangle box, it's a V-shaped box, which is nice. But I feel like that V-shape doesn't give you as much room as a regular rectangle box. All right, we found them right over here, right at the front wall. So this is it right here, guys. This is the one that we're looking, and I think this one might work. So lengthwise, nope, I'm just looking, doing some measurements. So this one is about too wide, guys. This one is about maybe 17 inches. I think this one's gonna be too wide, but it might work. I wanna go test this out. My truck's right there.
I'd have to have a customer go, somebody go with you.
Yeah, bring one of your associates. Looks really nice. I want to see if it fits. If it fits, this is the one to go. I like it. I'm not gonna take this one though. This one's all banged up already. There's one that's all right, guys. So we just got done carrying that toolbox onto my truck, and like I said, it was too wide. It wasn't sitting flush because of the fender wheel. So even though this box was nice, it's not gonna work. This box had way more space though compared to the Craftsman. So let's go to the other big box and check out the Craftsman, which I know for sure it will work. This one was $405. The Husky was 405 bucks, and the Craftsman is like $429. So I really wanted the Husky one because it would have been a nice try something new, you know. All right, so we're at Lowe's here. Like I said, I know this box here that we're gonna be looking at, the Craftsman. this one for sure will work. But I was hoping to get that husky one, and that husky one, it just has more room, that's for sure, because it's rectangle and it's not the V shape. I did like the V shape style back then, but now I figure out that the V shape actually you actually lose a lot of space. So where are you at? Right here. So it's right here. Isn't that just crazy how the price had gone up so high? Like I said, a couple years ago, it was only like 200 bucks, 250 bucks. But this is the one. And you always want to inspect it and make sure it's not dinged up from shipping. So you guys can see right here, this is the width right here. And this is what matters from the back of the truck to the fender. And this one is 16.5. So this one will work. It's not going to interfere with the fender wheels. And like I said, it's a V shape, and you can see how it's a V shape. And it's not as deep as the other one that we just looked at, man. So that's why I really like the other one. The other one is nice and deep, and this one is only about 13 tall, but it's real estate. It's about maybe only 12 inches from the storage compartment. But this will work. Let me go ahead and inspect this one, make sure it's solid and not damaged, and then we'll go from there. You can see here they have it for Tacoma 2015, 2018, Colorado Frontier Ranger. So this is the size you want. Tacoma, Colorado Ranger has the locks on two sides, and like I said, this is what it looks like. Total length 62, 16.5 for the width, and then your storage space down here is only 37. So like I say, you see how it minimized it versus the other one that was at Home Depot. But this is the only one that's really available, so that you really have no options. They have this one over here, but I think this one's small, 5.8 cubic. This one is 61 by, this is a top mount, so that wouldn't really be best. All right, I got it open up. Like I said, guys, you always want to inspect it. Make sure it has the keys. Make sure it has the keys and everything. Make sure it has the hooks. So they only come with 2 hooks, and you put one on each side. So I might buy an extra hook for it. It has this piece right here. I always throw this away. I don't really use that. So you want to make sure it's working good. It's not dinged up from shipping. And make sure the key locks works. So you see that? Nice and strong. All right, so this one will work for what we need to do, guys. Guys, we got the box. Since it's a V shape, or what I was talking about, how it's the V shape, it clears this fender, and that's the nice thing about it. But again, you do lose some real estate. But it is what it is. Like I said, I had this box before. It looks great, looks amazing. It's not fully bolted down yet, but it'll make the drive back home. But this is it right here. Something you also want to do is you want to make sure that when you bolt it down, you give yourself enough room over here. Don't just lean it all the way back, because you want to make sure you have enough room for the door. You can see how the door is already hitting. So I can't just have this toolbox completely flush to the back of the bed. I got to give it about maybe ½ inch of room. So just open up your door like this, your lid, and keep an eye on the back space of your back right here. So I want to give it about at least ½ inch of room, and then also make sure it's nice and level from the outside. You know, make sure it's nice and flush. You can see how it's perfect, about maybe ½ inch. So just little minor adjustments. So it looks like I will have to drill some holes. I'm gonna have to cut some holes over here, because I want to put 2 hooks on each side, and maybe in the future I might even put 3 hooks. You can put up to 4 hooks, 1 2 3 4. So for today, I'm just gonna go ahead and do 1 over here and 1 right here, and in the future I'll go buy 2 more hooks. But I'll go ahead and make the openings now, so I have room to do this. Same thing on this side over here. I have it flush to where I want it, so I can respace it. Plenty of space back there, just enough for you to put a marker back there. So that's kind of what I did. I just used this marker as a spacing, so just like that. And then I went ahead and X'd out my spot where I need to drill out. So we'll go ahead and drill some holes in there. I'm using a step down drill bit, something like that, and hopefully this is be good enough. So we want to drill right under. There's 1 hook that goes here, 1 goes here. This one I might not do, because this one is right down where the screw is to hold the bed liner. So maybe I'll just do 3 hooks. You can take your hook and use that as an example. So you can see it's hard to get in, but just like that, you can get it in there. So we'll do one there. This one over here might be a little bit tricky. This one, you can flip it around like that. You can see the one right here. We're not gonna do this one, so we'll skip that one and go right over here. That's a nice size right there. Perfect. Go ahead and redo this one over here. I'd rather have more opening. Makes it more easier in the future. So we'll do 3 hooks on each side, guys. Perfect, there we go. Make sure we go ahead and clean up because it's gonna be hard to get to back here later on. All right, guys, so they gave me 5 sticky pads, which is not even, but I'm just gonna go ahead and lay some of these down. Maybe I'll lay 2 on each side just to give it a little bit of support, a little cushion. But this is optional. You don't really have to do it. It's adhesive. We're gonna put it right where we're gonna stick the hooks on there. I will recommend you guys do this if you guys don't have a plastic bed liner, because if you don't do it, then it's gonna be metal on the toolbox rubbing onto the metal of your bed, and in the future you're gonna lose your paint and rust. So for me, I don't really have to do it, but since they give you this stuff, you can just use it. Same thing with this side. We put 2 on each side just to get some sound dampen. Maybe I'll use the last one over here as well. Put it right in the center. Now we just take our box and line it up. And simple as that, guys. You just line it back to how far you want it to the so like I said earlier, guys, these J-hook, it's super easy. You just take your J-hook, slide it under the truck bed where we cut it, put your washer, and then you just put your nut on it, just like that. So simple, very easy to install. Let me go ahead and button it up and then we'll go from there. All right, guys, I have it bolted down. I think 2 J-hooks on each side is plentiful. I didn't really reach the one over here, but if in the future, if I want to put over here, it's fine. But in the past, I've done only 2 and it's strong enough. So there it is. The 5/16 3" is actually perfect. So you see, you don't need to go anything bigger than that. So I have it nicely spaced and even right here. Spaced and even, and then I just measured it from here to right here. It's about 2.5 inch. So 2.5 inch, 2.5 inch, and that's enough for me to clear my lid. You see that? Plenty. It's not gonna hit the back window or the back cab or anything like that. Super sweet. They don't come with the liner. Oh, there is another styrofoam piece. So there is 6 pieces. I forgot about that. But it doesn't come with a liner, and you can actually put a liner in there if you wanted to. So before I start throwing stuff in here, I might run back to the store and get a liner. One thing I don't like about the liner is that you actually have to it just lays the liner just lays loose in here. So after time, it's just gonna be washed up everywhere. So if you put a liner, you actually want to tape it down or have it glued to the bed here so it doesn't move around. But for now, we'll go ahead and start putting our stuff in here. We're gonna go ahead and start carrying straps, extra gear oil, extra fluid and stuff like that. So that's the reason why I got this toolbox. So I'll show you guys what I do. Also make sure you take out your keys and put your keys away. All right, guys, so I'm out here on the beautiful day. We got the toolbox installed. Come stay with Eddie. Toolbox install. I threw some bunch of stuff in there. I didn't really organize it yet, but for the most part, it looks good. Let me show you guys real quick. And again, this is the same toolbox I had a couple years ago when I put on my 93 X cab. So it's nothing new, nothing crazy. Just look at it. Nice and flush. Over here as well. Too heavy? Okay, let's put it right here. Can we put it right here? And you put it right here. See that? You want to play with it, you can get it, okay? And like I said, this guy, with this one, you can open from either side. If I was to lock up this side, I can't open it on this side, and I can't open it on the other side. So it's very nice. show you guys how much clearance there is. Lots of room, and again, it's just 2 J-hooks on each side, and this thing is sturdy. You can see that. Close as possible, but plenty of room. Well, when we came down this road here, I can hear things bouncing around. So, and like I say, guys, I don't have too much things right now, but I am gonna organize it a little bit better. Most of it's my ratchet straps, come along, winch stuff, and just a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and carry a gallon of oil and a gallon of coolant because that's just how I am. I'll probably put my spare tie rods in here, maybe even carry like a spare CV axle. But this is a little nice thing to keep my a nice box to keep my cab decluttered, because all that stuff used to be, hey, don't touch that, all that stuff used to be in here. So now I got more room in the back, and it's not as cluttered as how it was before. So guys, this is just a quick video. Hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys like it, let me know in the comment section. A couple years ago when they made this box, the Craftsman's logo was just a sticker, but now it's actually like a little metal piece and it's a rivet into the box. So I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. If it was a sticker piece, I would usually remove it just so it's more simple, but I think it looks good. Usually I don't like to have the logo up there, but looks good, very nice, and I think it's gonna last a long time, and a very handy box. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll see you guys next time. Hi.
Let's go race.
Let's go race.